Today I'm going to be answering one of the most common questions I've been getting a lot lately, and that is, should I buy a condo in 2015 or should I stretch my budget and go for a house instead? Stay tuned for the answer in this episode of Selling Toronto. Okay, so we know houses have been absolutely on fire here in the mega city, with single detached properties up 14% compared to the same time last year, to an average price of $1,050,000. And semi-detached properties were up 13%, climbing to an average price of $760,000. So how did condos do, you might ask? Well, not bad either. Condos were up 7% in the month of June compared to the same time last year, to an average price of $418,000. And the year before that, they were up 6.3% at the exact same time. Okay, so that begs the question, does it still make sense to buy a condo when you see percentage values essentially doubling in terms of price between a house and a condo? And the simple and the quick answer to that is absolutely yes, of course it makes sense. 7% annual gains is nothing to scoff at in this market, and it certainly beats sitting on the sidelines doing nothing as the subway train passes you by. Okay, fortunately or unfortunately, because of the history in our real estate market over the last 10-15 years, we've become accustomed or spoiled in a way to make a ton of money, whether we're buying condos or houses. Back in the day, we were able to buy something right next to a subway line in the entertainment district for under 200 grand. Those days are gone, guys, and we have to accept the new reality now. But if you're interested in buying a micro condo, I believe it could be an excellent investment strategy, a nice long-term play to rent out as a landlord. I believe we have to shift our focus when it comes to thinking about condos these days. We kind of have to treat it like a piggy bank, somewhere where we can save our money every single month. Because if you think about it, if you were to be paying rent today, you'd be paying 100% in interest, because every single monthly payment that you make to your landlord, you don't see any of that money ever coming back to you. I think we really have to get used to this idea now in the current market conditions, because property values have gone up so much for both condos and houses that we can't come to expect huge property gains anymore, especially when it comes to condos. And as a young person, we have to think about saving money and building our equity base as our number one priority. And for those of you leaning more towards a house and you can technically afford it, or you've got the financial backing from family, and it really suits your lifestyle because you need the space now, then I would say, go for the house.
Go for the house. Go for the house.
Go for the house.
Where else are you going to see double-digit gains on your investments? Nowhere. But in this market, as always, it's never as easy as it seems, with vicious bidding wars and deep-pocketed overseas money and savvy sellers. And with the price gap ever increasing between condos and freehold properties here in the city, it's clear that the line is being drawn in the sand. Condos are meant for first-time property owners, downsizers, and also hands-off property investors. Meanwhile, houses are in strong demand from young, growing families, in which there's a huge shortage of supply as we see a big demographic shift in the market. I think the real challenge are the people who are sitting exactly on that line in the sand, where they can't decide whether they should go and maintain their lifestyle and keep their finances simple by opting for a condo, or stretching their budget and making sacrifices today and getting into a house before it's too late. I think ultimately it comes down to your own personal and unique situation and your lifestyle demands. To sum up, I believe condos are still an excellent starting point for first-time home buyers, as property values continue to keep going up year after year, both in the condo and the housing market. And condos still make sense as an investment as well too, if you want to be a hands-off investor, because there's a very strong tenant pool here in the city, and you can get tenants pretty easily year after year. And as soon as they move in, they give you a stack of checks that you can cash every single month, paying down your mortgage on your investment property. So I hope you guys found this video helpful if you're thinking about getting into the market and you're not really sure what to do. In my next video, I'm going to be specifically taking aim at the problem that those of you who are sitting exactly on the line are facing. We're seeing a really hot trend over the last several months in this market, and it seems to be a great solution or compromise for that problem if you're sitting right in that budget range. So if you liked this video and found it useful in some way, please be sure to click the like button or to share with your friends. You can also leave me a comment or some feedback or any question in the comments section below. If you have a very specific and private question, please head on over to my Facebook fan page and add me or like me, and you can direct message me your specific question there. I would be very happy to answer your question with a customized and unique tailored answer just for you. So until next time, guys, I'm Pete Lee with Young Realty here in Toronto, Canada, and this has been another episode of Selling Toronto. See you in the next one, guys.